on Mercure. The haddock fish fry is all you can eat, $8.99. You'll pay twice that at other restaurants. I love the Mind Chef fish fry. After a long week, escape from your kitchen with a cold beverage and a delicious all you can eat fish fry. Desserts are buy one, get one free, and a kids menu starts at $3.99. And those kids can safely play in the world-class game room, quietly set away from the dining area while you finish up your meal. Take your family to the Mind Chef today for the all-you-can-eat haddock fish fry at just $8.99. It's an incredible value. That's a crazy low price. The Saturday breakfast buffet is all you can eat for under $10. The Mine Shaft in downtown Hartford, lots of seating, lots of close parking. Also in Oshkosh near the EAA. Dig into that all-you-can-eat haddock fish fry today. Serving from 10:30. Arrive early, beat the rush. Google the Mine Shaft restaurant and enjoy that fish fry.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers beat the Braves 2-1 today. The series continues tomorrow afternoon. Tune in at 12:35 p.m. on WTMJ. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. On I-94 East, just a mile past the Moreland Road ramp, it looks like there is a fire and 2 lanes are blocked, so traffic is a bit backed up over there. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, storms ending, partly cloudy, a low of 64. Tomorrow, slight chance of pop-up showers, mostly sunny, a high of 78. Sunday, cooler and less humid, a high of 74. Monday, sunny and a high of 74. Tuesday, mostly sunny, slight chance of evening rain, a high of 78. And Wednesday, chance of storms, a high of 81. In Madison, it's 74. In Green Bay, it's 75. And in Milwaukee, 74 degrees. I'm Jen Gregg. Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 6:13.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Happy Friday! I'm glad you're with me here on What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Thanks for hanging out with me, and it's even happier Friday. Man, that's some good baseball when your Milwaukee Brewers get another win. Miz over Sale. Interesting pitching matchup. But Brewers come out on top, and if you're interested in going tomorrow, you could get a Hank Aaron replica jersey. It's part of the promotion tomorrow for the day game, 1:10 against the Braves, again at American Family Field. But get one of those number 44 Brewers jerseys in honor of Henry Aaron. And what we have coming up before University of Wisconsin-Madison volleyball at 7:30. Well, we have a whole lot of fun together because this is, again, one of those summer weekends where there's so much going on, including dance to tell you about and a stack of Wisconsin events in case you haven't already made your plans and you're like, oh, okay, I have some strong suggestions for you. Also, foodies, there is a wonderful extremely special dinner happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel next Tuesday. Their executive chef, Keith Flavian, I want to say it right. He is from St. Lucia, and he is hosting a dinner of all culinary creations from his home country of St. Lucia. And he has stories to tell and traditional recipes and perfect ingredients, including mango. So we'll share that with you in a spotlight interview with Chef Keith Flavian from St. Kate the Arts Hotel about the St. Lucian Dinner Flavors of Home series. Also, you're going to get in on the song you need to hear is going to put you in the mood to see some classic cars. Let's put it that way. And it's last call for the Groman Museum's We the People Portraits of Veterans in America exhibition. It closes this weekend, so you'll hear a bit about what makes that special from their curator of education, Marina Bernovich, and got something very interesting. We had clowns and opera last night. We have clowns and paintings tonight to tell you about. So all of that lined up. But let me tell you first about dance. I'm thrilled that we are home to Dance Fest. It is something that No Studios started in 2018, and really it's become the biggest dance festival in the country, and it happens on October 3rd, but there's a fun, fresh event to tell you about happening tomorrow if you just don't want to wait to see some of the performers who will be at Dance Fest October 3rd. There's a Dance Fest pop-up tomorrow at 3 o'clock at the Collectivo on the lakefront there on Lincoln Memorial Drive, right across from McKinley Marina. DJ GA will provide the vibes, and 6 dance companies are going to perform short sets, perfect for the whole family. And added bonus, for people who go, you're going to get a special discount code for Dance Fest. So you're like, oh, this sounds good. Who is going to be performing? Milwaukee Irish Dance Company, Salsa Brositas, Signature Dance, C Creates, AIM, and Crump Dancing from Chicago. I love the idea of crump dancing, and a lot like break dancing, but I don't know how to say this accurately, so it's okay if you laugh at me. But it looks like Shibuck movement. They're from Chicago, CHIBUCK movement. So all these different styles of dance and movement in one afternoon on hopefully what will be a beautiful afternoon out there on the patio. So Collectivo Lakefront, 3 o'clock tomorrow for the Dance Fest pop-up. But if you'd like to actually be there on October 3rd, it is going to be way cool. There's an indoor and an outdoor component this year to Dance Fest. 2 shows and 22 companies performing. So No Studios really takes this very seriously with their connections and their love for dance, that whole team at No Studios. The daytime show is free and open to the public, and it'll be in the Peck Pavilion. And the evening show is ticketed. It'll be inside the Marcus Center Wilson Theater. And the performers there include Chicago Dance Crash, Detroit's House of Jit, Chicago's Visceral Dance, and from Milwaukee at that evening performance, Dawn Springer Dance Projects, Milwaukee Irish Dance Company, Nova Linea Contemporary Dance, and Water Street Dance Milwaukee. That's all for the evening special performance. And then the daytime show, absolutely free outside at the Marcus Center Peck Pavilion, includes Aiden Hurst and collaborators, Creative Dance Studio, Dance Works Performance MKE, Dance Playhouse, Gregory Hancock Dance Theater. I mean, listen to all these groups coming together. Rivet Dance Company, Salsa Brositas, Studio K Flamenco, The Launch Chicago, 3 Point Project, and Warped Dance Company. And there will be food and live music, so it'll feel like a festival for the daytime show at the Peck Pavilion. But really, Dance Fest started in 2018 and by Mequon native and Academy Award winner John Ridley. And No Studios Dance Fest is a signature event, quote, that seeks to preserve and elevate dance as an art as well as a means of cultural expression. In an effort to make dance accessible to a new generation of fans and enthusiasts, Dance Fest is independent and funded in its entirety by No Studios and its partners. That is a quote from John Ridley. And he really believes in making Milwaukee a creative hub. He doesn't just hope for it and hope others will do it. He really walks the walk. And in one of my conversations with John Ridley here on What's on Tap, I asked him, what is it about dance that he loves?
You want to talk about joy and giving back. There's a joy that comes with receiving things, having your name called and receiving an award. But there's another joy with just creating a space for other people who are artistic and energetic, that are going to bring a community together. And one of those disciplines in the arts that I think is just the most joyous is dance.
And I just love hearing him say that. So No Studios 5th Annual Dance Fest happening October 3rd with that free Dance Fest pop-up at Collectivo Lakefront tomorrow at 3. No Studios, if you search them and look up their website, you can find out more info if you want to get in on that. And next, Afterlight, a new, artful, very unique experience downtown on the Riverwalk, happening right now till 11. Learn why you should be part of the art there next on What's on Tap.
Before you go looking for an area rug that you'll have to settle for because you think that the one you really want will be out of your budget, come to Design Exchange, where you'll find a formidable selection of Oriental, Persian, and other wool area rug choices at 25 to 70% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value. Design Exchange in Heartland and Pewaukee.
Design Exchange.
If you're trying to find really good, high-end, distinctive furniture, the kind they just don't make anymore, then come to Design Exchange. But you better get here quickly, because the best furniture we take in on consignment doesn't usually last long. It may be vintage, it may have once been out of your range, but now you'll find it's priced right. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value.
Design Exchange.
Abby Windows.
Have you been thinking about new windows? If you're having a hard time operating them, feeling air coming through, or feel your energy bills are too high, now is the time to call Abby Home. We're celebrating 16 years in business, so we're having our anniversary sale. Right now, get a free triple pane upgrade on all windows. A free triple pane upgrade on all windows. And if somebody asks you if you know a guy in the business, you can say no, but I know a girl. Go to abbyhome.com today or give us a call, 414-436-ABBY, 414-436-2229.
The stories you're talking about on Wisconsin's Morning News.
As we saw in the last election, polls don't vote. Ultimately, people vote, and that's the only poll that really counts in the end. And we have to remember this about polls. It's a snapshot in time. Just because someone answered 3-4 weeks before an election, I'm likely to vote for this person, doesn't mean that in the 3-4 weeks later, that voter changed his or her mind. And that doesn't mean that the poll was wrong then. It was maybe right at the time.
Only here on WTMJ. You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. I am Sandy Maxx, joined in the WTMJ studio by Angela Damiani. She is the CEO and founder of Milwaukee, who is bringing us a free Friday night experience like no other called Afterlight, Creativity in Motion. That's almost it.
That's exactly it.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you nailed it.
Well, I'm so excited by this event. It's so unique. It's a way to stroll up and down the Riverwalk, all the way from Wisconsin Avenue to Erie Street, to experience and discover different creative expressions by a wide variety of artists. Are all the artists local?
They're all from Wisconsin. Most of them are from Milwaukee.
And so your theme is all of these artists expressing their love.
Their love for the city of Milwaukee.
So it's a love fest, but of a very unique sort. And there will be projections, there will be music,
installations, dance performances. You actually will have a chance to go into one of the vacant spaces that are along the Riverwalk and write your own love letter to a stranger in Milwaukee. So if you'd like to actually participate and contribute what you love about Milwaukee, you can.
That's an interesting interactive experience. What is the real mission and goal of creating this event?
Well, the primary goal is to obviously showcase the city of Milwaukee, to showcase what is a beautiful asset in our Riverwalk. But to be honest with you, I think the real impetus for Milwaukee was we wanted to create something that was really immersive. I think we spend most of our time and days living a digital life behind a screen, behind a phone, in another Zoom call. And we think people are hungry for something that's more tactile, that's more interactive, that helps them literally feel more of their senses. And so this event will absolutely give people a chance to have that.
And I also think see the city in a different way, because you're talking about how many people really use the Riverwalk. Being based here at 3rd Street Market Hall, I've used it to get over to Skylight Music Theater before on a nice day.
Of course.
Cutting through and getting to 3rd Ward, but it's not my usual route. And I always see something, oh, look, there's a duck in the river, or, oh, I hadn't seen this landscaping outside this restaurant or condo building, so I like the change of pace and the change of scenery. It's a view of the city that a lot of people don't typically get.
They don't, and I don't think people realize all of the different parts of it. So there's part of it that's boardwalked, of course, in the 3rd Ward, but it actually runs the length north to south for the city of Milwaukee into downtown. And that part is much more curious. The sidewalks are a lot wider. The buildings are a lot bigger. And so we're hoping that some of the installations we've built will also accentuate some of the physical characteristics of our city.
And what are some of the more unique, eye-catching exhibitions that will be happening?
So I'll tell you some of the things I'm very much looking forward to. We have partnered with an artist named James Walsh, who has built something called the Rift Raft, which is a life-size pirate ship.
Oh!
Yes.
Well, you have my attention now.
Exactly.
Where will the Rift Raft be?
That'll also be on the Riverwalk Commons right across from the public market.
Ahoy.
And we will have a blacklight neon pirate motif happening there, in addition to Anja Sager's Shocking Milwaukee Moments live puppet show being projected onto the sails.
Oh, wow, on the sails.
Onto the sails of the pirate ship, yes.
That is an unexpected view. That is going to be a delight.
I think that'll be something, if you just happen to be out to dinner and not listening to this segment, that definitely draws you into the experience. One of the exhibitions is a piece called Thick and Sweet by Yin and Wang. It's a story of their family being immigrants from China, moving here and starting a Chinese restaurant. And so you will be watching this film
in what is a recreated Chinese restaurant. We're building a mini restaurant for you to be inside of while you watch this.
That's an immersive experience. That's an installation for sure. But that is interesting because I feel like when people sell houses, like you always have to stage it so the possible buyer can imagine themselves in it. Maybe someone comes by and says, this would be a great spot for
why not for
a
me?
Restaurant.
Exactly.
Or for my business. So that is interesting. I think we think a lot of beautification for murals and for art installations, but to actually have it possibly turn into somebody else's dream is a nice idea.
Why not?
I love it. It is Afterlight from 6:30 all the way till 11 at all these different creative locations between Wisconsin Avenue and Erie Street. Absolutely free. No reason not to stop in and at least see one of these creative expressions and exhibits, or you can be a checklist fiend like me. She is Angela Damiani of Milwaukee. Thank you for keeping our city so vibrant and interesting.
Thank you so much for having me, and I can't wait to see everyone on the Riverwalk.
I think it's a perfect night for this kind of first-time event happening right now until 11 tonight. If you see the pirate ship, let me know. If you take part in one of the silent discos or just stumble across some very unexpected art or hang out at the public market. They've got a great Riverwalk Commons stage there. Trapper Shep is going to play later this evening. So lots of summer fun right there along the Milwaukee River and the Riverwalk with Afterlight, a night of creativity in motion. And how can you make the most of your Wisconsin weekend? Oh, I have a stack of solid suggestions for you next. Keep it here on What's on Tap.
Experience 90 years of history this week at the Fox and Hounds, the Up North Timbered Supper Club near Holy Hill. WTMJ's John Mercure here. It is my favorite place. Make some great memories at the Fox and Hounds. The Friday haddock fish fry is all you care to eat and one of the best. All other dinners are buy one, get one free. The pan-fried walleye, that's so good. The pecan-crusted salmon, my wife loves that. The spinach and cheese tortellini, the surf and turf, any entree, all buy one, get one free. Try the ribs. Desserts are buy one, get one free. Relax with an old-fashioned. Choose from 20 bourbons, more than 120 wines from around the world. Rustic bar, 8 unique dining rooms. The Fox and Hounds, Cuddles, the Kettle Moraine Forest near Holy Hill. The summer drive is a Wisconsin must-see. Escape from your kitchen with a free dinner at the Fox and Hounds, serving from 4 p.m. Dine early. Saturday, buy one prime rib dinner, get one free. Enjoy Saturday lunch from 11 till 2. Visit foxandhoundsrestaurant.com. Call and reserve your free dinner.
Hi, guys. This is the Rocket Roger Clemens. You don't pitch in the majors for 24 years without feeling it later. Shoulders, elbows, knees. Trust me, pain doesn't retire when you do.
That's baseball legend Roger Clemens.
I tried the ice. I tried rest, PT, nothing really worked. When I heard about QC Kinetics, the concept sounded promising. Non-surgical, regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself without surgery. Sign me up, just what I needed, real lasting relief.
Whether you're a former pro, a weekend golfer, or just want to walk around pain-free again, QC Kinetics uses cutting-edge technology and natural biologics to help restore and repair damaged tissue.
I trusted them with my joints. Now I'm back doing what I love.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-667-5559. That's 414-667-5559. 414-667-5559.
Enjoy life at Capri Communities, where senior living's our expertise. Caring staff that help you when you need. Enjoy life at Capri, making friends and memories. Living life to the fullest, you will love your new home. Enjoy life at Capri Communities.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Having fun with culture and creativity here in Wisconsin and around the world. It is What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. A fantastic event for foodies who'd like to try Caribbean cuisine. An elegant and interesting and intimate event at St. Kate the Arts Hotel on Tuesday. Details on that are coming up, but first we do go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Jen Gregg.
Thanks, Sandy. A man from Michigan has been arrested for stalking a woman from Wisconsin. The woman contacted Kewaskum police after receiving repeated messages from a man she didn't know through multiple social media platforms. The alleged messages became more threatening, and the man eventually found the woman's home address and phone number. Police arrested the 28-year-old man in Kewaskum Thursday afternoon after he drove in from Michigan. Local transportation projects are getting a boost from the state to help reduce congestion and improve air quality. In Milwaukee County, around $13 million in funding will help replace 30 diesel buses, add equipment to 77 buses, and optimize traffic signals at more than 30 intersections. The city of Milwaukee is getting about $7 million for improvements on North Teutonia Avenue, including new bus stops and other pedestrian upgrades. Wisconsin DOT awarded more than $31 million statewide for 13 projects. And a new report is calling for stronger coordination ahead of future disasters in Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Policy Forum says severe storms, flooding, and other weather threats are expected to become more frequent, while federal funding for emergency preparedness and recovery remains uncertain. A key improvement would be communication between state and local agencies, first responders, and community groups. The report highlights Milwaukee County's new extreme weather task force as a model other communities could consider. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Looks like traffic is a bit backed up over on I-94 East and West due to the Brewer game getting out. Time for your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, storms ending, partly cloudy, a low of 64. Tomorrow, slight chance of pop-up showers, mostly sunny, a high of 78. Sunday, cooler and less humid, a high of 74. Monday, sunny, a high of 74. Tuesday, mostly sunny, slight chance of evening rain, a high of 78. And Wednesday, chance of storms, a high of 81. In Green Bay, it's 74. In Madison, it's 74. And in Milwaukee, 73 degrees. I'm Jen Gregg. Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 6:32.
Hey, it's Kristen Bry from Point Taken on 620 WTMJ. You know, in radio, people hear your voice first. But when I'm out in the community, meeting listeners or hosting events, I'm told that my smile is my signature. That's why I trust Dr. James Michaels and the team at Economawalk Dental Care with my smile. And yes, I drive all the way from Milwaukee to Economawalk to see Dr. Michaels and his incredible staff. Because when you find a dental team that makes you feel comfortable, listened to, and cared for, that drive is worth it. Dr. Michaels has been practicing in Economawalk for more than 25 years. And his approach is simple. Treat people the way they want to be treated. Whether you're due for a cleaning, thinking about cosmetic options, or just need a dental home where you feel at ease, call Economawalk Dental Care at 262-567-7224. That's 262-567-7224, or visit drmichaelsdentalcare.com. Economawalk Dental Care with Dr. James Michaels, the team I trust with my smile.
I'm with Eric, Director of Research for Good Karma Brands. They have business technology from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Eric, what does partner mean to you?
Partner isn't just out for them. The partner cares about how we solve our problems, and it can be a mutually beneficial relationship from there on.
And I understand throughout the more than 15-year partnership between Good Karma Brands and James Imaging Systems, you have shared many core values.
Absolutely. Work hard, be honest, over-deliver, follow through, listen, teamwork.
Eric, summarize your overall business technology partnership with James Imaging Systems for me.
Outstanding. As we've grown tremendously and you guys have still been able to meet our needs each step of our growth, that's huge.
AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation from James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Bring us your problems, deadlines, complexities, anxieties, distractions, and budget distresses.
Plum Media is listening.
Share with us your creative block.
Plum Media is ready.
Give us your audience with limited time and attention.
Plum Media sets your message free.
Let's get your message heard. Let's strive for retention from beginning to completion. Whether your next event is for celebration, education, motivation, inspiration, Plum Media is waiting to take action.
Professional collaborators, planners, managers. Plum Media, video production and event management.
Plum Media, wow moments, flawless execution. Clarity, calm, control.
And results.
Plum Media, a video, meetings, and event producer with global experience. PlumMedia.com.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
I'm Sandy Maxx. In this spotlight interview, we tempt your taste buds with a unique foodie event. Welcome back to What's on Tap. St. Kate the Arts Hotel chef, Keith Flavian.
Well, thanks for having me again.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Tell me what you have in store for the Studio Presents Flavors of Home, a St. Lucian dinner, August 25th at the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails.
This has been a long time coming. Since I was 16, been in this industry. So it's like...
Is that when you started cooking?
Well, not started cooking, but just been in the hospitality industry. I started in front of the house. I ended up in the back of the house because I guess that was my calling.
To make the delicious food. This sounds like a very personal dinner. What inspired you to create Flavors of Home, a St. Lucian dinner?
Yeah, well, it was a collaborative idea. It was like something that I've always kind of like wanted to do. Being from the Caribbean, like living in the United States is like, this is my background. This is like what takes me home because I cook like that at home. So like to showcase it with the rest of, the people out in Milwaukee is incredible. So.
Well, you're not just showcasing the food, you're also going to be sharing the origin stories and what this food means to you in this intimate dinner.
Definitely. I grew up with like my grandmother and my aunts. So like we all had chores like growing up. And one of my chores was just like kind of helping in the kitchen. So I learned a lot watching my grandma and my aunts cook. And so
I'll bet you learned a lot of great recipes, like just those being handed down from your family.
Yeah. And that's where the love of food started for me.
And I got to think that that's special bonding time when you're chopping up fruits and vegetables and chatting and laughing. Like those are really magical times, especially with your family.
Yeah, definitely. Like a lot of the time we spend in St. Lucia is around like, the kitchen table. It's just like my aunt loves cooking. So when I go home and visit, it's all about food. So.
This is a sentimental cuisine for you. For people who've never experienced Caribbean cuisine or St. Lucian food, how do you describe it and what can they expect at your Flavors of Home dinner?
So definitely, it's going to be like, big bust of flavor. Like you're going to get like your heat, you're going to get your sweet, like, you're going to have like tropical fruits in there, your spices, an array of amazing ingredients. So super excited to showcase that. It's going to come with some amazing stories of like me growing up in St. Lucia, like rural part of St. Lucia. Like, I grew up with outhouses. So it's no electricity, no running water.
How did you wash the fruits and vegetables? Like that affects your kitchen if you don't have running water.
Well, yeah, we have a spring that we go carry water from, and then this is what we wash our stuff with, and then we use a lot of rainwater, and then we wash our clothes in the river.
That's an example of some of the real storytelling and a window to the world that you grew up in St. Lucia. Tell me one of the flavors or one of the fruits that you are excited to showcase or at least make sure is included in the Flavors of Home, a St. Lucian dinner.
Mango and guavas.
Ooh! There is nothing like a fresh mango. The color of it, the sweetness of it, the soft texture. Tell me how you're thinking about working in mango.
You'll have to come see it. But you could do it so much. You make a mango salad. I do a chutney with mine.
August 25th. It's a Tuesday night. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails. The studio presents Flavors of Home, a St. Lucian dinner prepared by Chef Keith Flavian at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Now, this is a really intimate dinner. Only 16 guests. Why?
Because like it actually gives me the opportunity to like answer everyone's questions, kind of like, to engage with everybody. And then kind of makes it like more of an intimate experience.
It's almost turning the darkroom into your home if it's this casual and this connective.
Ideally. Wish you could have a carnival in the back.
What is that?
You've heard of Mardi Gras.
Yes.
You've heard of Carnival in Rio.
Yes.
So it's basically like a whole month leading to the Monday, Tuesday Carnival day where people who are in costumes.
It's a party.
Like, soca music, dancing in the streets, drinking. It's like a big feast,
So you're going to bring that spirit to this dinner.
Yeah.
Wonderful. As the executive chef at St. Kate, what does it mean to be able to bring your Caribbean heritage into the kitchen for this dinner?
It means everything to me. Everything.
Why does it resonate so deeply with you?
Because when you become a trained chef, to like go back and master the cuisine that you grew up with, and then you get the opportunity to share it with other people and then tell the story behind that, like it goes full circle. It's like I left home and then I gained my career in something that I admired so much as our cuisine. And now like I get to show it to people and like talk about it and give that story of my background.
It's a great way to get to know people. Food is love and food connects people, and who knows what stories will come from the dinner guests because you're sharing so much of you and your history.
Yeah. So I hope like it's very interactive and then they ask questions and, like want to get to know about me and my culture, want to know about St. Lucia, which is such a beautiful island and rich in culture. And
you don't have to go to the Caribbean islands. The Caribbean islands are coming to you.
Exactly.
St. Kate the Arts Hotel's executive chef, Keith Flavian, bringing his home, St. Lucia, to us in the dark room as part of the Studio Presents Flavors of Home, a St. Lucian dinner, Tuesday, August 25th, the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails. And Chef Flavian, what do you hope guests are talking about when they leave after they've sampled your food, some accompanying beverages, and just the spirit of the evening?
I hope they feel like they learn a lot about St. Lucia. They learn a lot about me. And then hopefully they're like planning the trip to St. Lucia. And maybe I could tag along with them.
Visit some of your family back home.
Exactly.
It is more than a dinner. It is an evening of culture, of storytelling, and truly unique and exceptional cuisine. Reservations encouraged as soon as possible. 16 seats available. That really is intimate.
That's it.
Thank you so much for joining me for this spotlight interview. stkatearts.com is the website. Go say hey to Chef Flavian.
Come see me.
Looking to build or remodel? Then don't miss the 80th MBA Parade of Homes presented by Nuns. Explore 17 extraordinary homes in 2 locations, Quietwood in Menominee Falls and the Snyder Farm in Oconomowoc. Each home showcases premium craftsmanship and design shaped for the way you want to live. Walk through spaces that spark ideas, elevate expectations, and inspire your next chapter. The parade runs August 15th through September 7th. For tickets and locations, visit mbaparadeofhomes.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting WTMJ.com/contests. That's WTMJ.com/contests.
Save now during the Ken Michaels Furniture Labor Day sale.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
What are you doing this weekend? Maybe heading to the Brewers game this weekend? There are a lot of entertaining options for you. Meet up with your favorite people or just fly solo. Thursday mornings at 9:45, I get to join Wisconsin's Morning News with a Wisconsin weekend preview. It's called The Weekend Trend, full of suggestions of fun. If you want to see it, you can text the word trend to the Sighting Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. Browse a lot of fun. Text trend to 855-616-1620. And I visited Vince Vitrano and Eric Bilstead yesterday with a list of events that I'm excited about, and you might be too. Here are several choices. Here I am to help you squeeze out the most of your summer. Cultural festivals this weekend, Mexican Fiesta. That doesn't feel like fall. That feels like warm weather, mariachi bands. There are 6 stages of entertainment right down, again, on the Henry Meyer Festival grounds, right there, the Summerfest grounds, traditional dance. And, of course, you can totally get your authentic Mexican food on.
You would expect that.
Yeah. Another cultural festival, Taste of Egypt Festival. You know, when you're on I-94 towards Oak Creek on Drexel, there's that church on the side with the big kind of
domes, right?
Yeah, like copper, greenish copper looking domes. That is the St. Mary and St. Antonius Coptic Orthodox Church of Milwaukee. And they're opening up their grounds, free admission, free parking. You can enjoy Egyptian specialties like hummus and stuffed grape leaves and falafel. Baklava. There's a Pharaoh's Feast combo platter if you'd really like to try it. You got to check it out. I know. Yeah. There's also Egyptian coffee and Egyptian mint tea.
Okay.
And camel rides.
Figs? Is that Egypt?
I would
be associated with
I would think so.
Some of the nice desserts and things.
Here's what's great. You can go to a Taste of Egypt festival and find out.
Well, very well then.
And then this might be a little stretch for a cultural festival because it's not really an Italian festival, but Venetian Festival is happening again in Lake Geneva, the 64th annual. And it's in like 3 or 4 different parks. If you've ever been, it's downtown. There's a carnival, but Sunday's really the day where they do 6 o'clock. There's a Wonder Lake ski team performance on the lake, and they have the lighted boat parade and fireworks on Sunday on Geneva Lake. Plus, there's an arts and crafts fair, and they are kicking it up a notch. They have a bago tournament, and this year, for the first time ever, pig races.
Nice.
If you missed them at the Wisconsin State Fair, you could catch them at Venetian Festival in Lake Geneva. And there's a lot of great live music of all kinds this weekend. The Fresh Coast Jazz Festival. Now through Saturday at the Pabst Theater, Spyro Gyra on Friday night.
Gyra, yes.
Man, that morning dance song, that'll just put a pep in your step.
Do you know what's funny?
What?
You know how our computer systems work here. So any of the audio that you hear us play on the show, we dump it into this system. It's digital audio, and there's a library of anything that goes in there. And Eric and I were getting set for the show the other day, and he's in the cuts there.
Yeah.
And he says, Spyro, what is it? Spyro who?
Spyro Gyra. I'm like, who pulled a Spyro Gyra?
And then you guessed accurately.
It was me.
It had to be Sandy Max.
If I had it handy now, it is a happy song. It puts a pep in your step. It is 50 years of Spyro Gyra. So they are headlining
Well done.
the Fresh Coast Jazz Festival Friday night. And it's a great collection. Jonathan Butler, Candace Springs, who is a pianist that Prince discovered. Jared Lawson, Eric Essex, and Milwaukee's Hometown All-Stars. So there's a lot to love at the Pabst Theater through Saturday, and your ticket purchase also helps fund music scholarships and school music education programs. So Fresh Coast Jazz Festival, you've also got a la carte at the zoo. This is the 40th anniversary of celebrating, and it's called a la carte because not only do you get to see great music, but you also get to nosh your way. And Vince, you used to work at Zoo a la carte,
did
didn't
indeed.
you?
Susie's Cream Cheesecakes. We had our own booth. It was solid.
Right by the camels.
I don't know that it was by the camels, but it was in. Why would? Did I say it was by the camels?
I thought you said it was by one of the animals.
It was in. I meant it was deeper in the zoo proper, so we were at least around the animals.
You were with the wildlife.
Yeah, I was amongst the
not just the
animals,
nightlife.
Yeah. No,
And
we had a good booth.
There's some interesting musical entertainment. Lovely, the band. There's also Chris Lane and a band called Jackrabbit, which makes sense that would be at a zoo, right?
Sure.
But it's actor Dermot Mulroney and his brother Kieran in this band playing kind of Americana music. And if you remember Dermot Mulroney, My Best Friend's Wedding, Julia Roberts' movie.
Okay.
But he's been in many other things. But if you're just trying to place that face. So lots of 40th anniversary fun for Zoo a la carte and the Outlaw Music Festival. Willie Nelson's collaboration. It's a great setup, including his son, Lucas Nelson. So I got to think they'll be on stage together. The Avett Brothers. That's at Alpine Valley. Great outdoor show on Friday night in East Troy. And then also Saturday at Alpine, Tim McGraw and his Pawn Shop Guitar Tour. And I'll say, Menominee Falls, this is your chance to get in on the one-day art fair. The Falls Festival of the Arts that includes plein air painting, chalk art, sculpture painting, and also a murals and mixers trolley tour. Woohoo! So that is the one big art party in downtown Menominee Falls, Saturday from 10 till 5.
If you have not been to the Village Park there in the falls in a while, they've really done that up nice. It's a great little venue for something like this.
So you can get that full list and even more events if you text the word TREND to the Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line. Text TREND to 855-616-1620 and you'll get a list of even more suggestions, particularly for beer fans and for dog lovers. So text TREND to 855-616-1620. And I want to add one more to your options. The Cheaterama Car Show in South Milwaukee, an annual event. These are all vintage cars that are 1963 or earlier. So this is going to be some sweet rides that are lovingly restored. Free admission Saturday noon till 5 to the Bucyrus Commons near 12th and Milwaukee there, and near the Crusher statue where there will be a music stage. Free live music at 1:30 starting there with the Exotics. They are a perfect band for a vintage car show. So I think that sounds like a whole lot of fun. And that local band that's providing a surfing soundtrack for cars from the 60s and earlier, the Exotics and their Go-Go Guitars are the song you need to hear next on What's on Tap.
Get your final August plans in for Brewers Rangers Action Friday, August 28th through Sunday the 30th. Starting with the Cole Swindell post-game concert at Country Music Night on Friday, featuring a belt buckle with a special ticket. Then it's Jackson Churio Mania. Get the Churio Bowl giveaway Saturday, courtesy of 620 WTMJ. And get it on the Final Kids Cheer free Sunday before summer ends. Kids get a Churio Height poster on Sunday, courtesy of Joy. Get tickets for it all at brewers.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
When I shop, no matter what I'm shopping for, I shop for value. WTMJ's John Mercure here, and also quality. You get that at Milwaukee's Otto's Wine and Spirits, serving Milwaukee since 1945, employee-owned. They've got the best price and selection when it comes to wine, when it comes to spirits, when it comes to beer and seltzer. It's Otto's Wine and Spirits. You've driven by the many locations. Stop in and visit one. My store is Menominee Falls, also Elm Grove, Brown Deer, Cedarburg, and Milwaukee. They are the best value. They're Wisconsin strong. It's Otto's.
You might not think of Burkhart for corporate uniforms and other business apparel, but you should, because a lot of businesses do. And it's because most times we're cheaper than our competition on the same high-quality apparel choices that the other guys offer, plus Nike and Under Armour that the other guys can't get. So for businesses and corporations, if you want your employees to look great while representing your brand, and you want to get your apparel for less, you can't beat Burkhart, your business uniform specialists.
You can't beat Burkhart. If you missed this,
So crazy. They were up by so much that Jackson Churio, who's a righty, came up to the dish and decided, you know what? I've never done this before. I'm going to try it from the other side.
Jackson Churio batting left-handed, smokes one out to center.
or this,
A little more than 300 people lined up to get a moment with the Miz for a special ball signing. Take a look at my ball.
Ooh, that's really, really
I
sweet.
know.
catch up on the Wisconsin's Afternoon News Podcast wherever you stream. Sponsored by Diversified Wealth Strategies. You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
If chrome and tail fins and surf guitars are your style, South Milwaukee's the place to be Saturday. The Cheaterama Vintage Vehicle Show is back. Bucyrus Commons, noon till 5, free admission, lots of fun. Think about all the lovingly restored hot rods, the customs, the motorcycles, all from 1963 or earlier are going to be on display. Food vendors, live music, and this is also your chance to get a photo with the Crusher Memorial Sculpture. And right next to the Crusher, there will be a live music stage, and providing that perfect soundtrack, Milwaukee's own surf rock legends, The Exotic. So get into gear with this tune, Go Go Guitars by The Exotics, the song you need to hear on What's on Tap.
Go, go, guitars.
Exotics with Go Go Guitars, the song you need to hear to put you in the mood to see some classic cars tomorrow in South Milwaukee. They are going to sound great as a soundtrack for strolling around all that shiny chrome. And here's the deal. The Exotics play for free starting at 1:30 right next to the Crusher sculpture in South Milwaukee. And the Cheaterama Car Show is going to be all around you from noon until 5. And all the vintage vehicles and motorcycles that you see, 1963 or earlier. That's some eye candy. You've got it on What's on Tap. Stay with me for more weekend fun and last call for an art exhibit at the Groman Museum saluting veterans. Stay with me.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Are you slumpy? Slumpy? It's a made-up word to describe someone who's grumpy from a bad night of sleep. Clever. But Penny Mustard has discovered the cure for severe slumpiness.
Let me guess. A nightly dose of a double-sided hybrid mattress.
Made in Wisconsin.
And built to last 45% longer than the average unflippable model.
Ask your doctor about Penny Mustard. Hopefully they bought their mattress here too, because who wants a slumpy doctor?
Find a showroom near you at pennymustard.com.
I'm Jim Croft. I'm not a politician. I'm a husband, dad, numbers guy, and a small businessman. I'm a regular guy with 2 jobs, and neither one is funded by taxpayers. I met my wife Marina while I was studying abroad in Mexico. One dance, and that was it. We came back here to Milwaukee and opened our dance studio. I'm running for state senate because between groceries, housing, and healthcare, 2 jobs barely fills the fridge for working families these days. Send me to Madison, and I'll work to lower the cost of living and make healthcare more transparent. And I'll cut your property taxes, make life more affordable for southeastern Wisconsin families, and to make sure that our kids have the same opportunities that we did. My one job will be to make sure that your one job is enough to support your family again. I'm Jim Croft, and I have a message for the Madison politicians that got us into this mess. No quieren bailar conmigo. You don't want to dance with me. Paid for by Jim Croft for Wisconsin.
Visit the city where festivals take over the lakefront, breweries pour late into the night, and every neighborhood brings its own flavor. Milwaukee doesn't just host festivals, it owns them. With more than 100 every year, including the world's largest music festival. The lakefront views, incredible food and breweries, live sports, and nightlife that doesn't quit make Milwaukee a city built for unforgettable weekends. Expert guides at visitmilwaukee.org will help you plan every detail of your next visit. Get started today at visitmilwaukee.org.
No matter what business you're in, as the #1 SBA lender in Wisconsin, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions.
Awarded the #1 SBA lender by the Small Business Administration of Wisconsin in 2025. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 25th.
Fly ball center field, it's hit well, Grisham back, it is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the New York Mets.
Got him swinging. Throw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Tune in August 25th at 6:10 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally programmed. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 73 degrees. Tonight, storms ending, partly cloudy, a low of 64. Tomorrow, slight chance of pop-up showers, mostly sunny, a high of 78. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jen Gregg. The Supreme Court says the White House can continue construction on President Trump's $400 million White House ballroom project, at least for now. News Nation's Tom Dempsey has more.
And it follows a lower court ruling which ordered a halt to the ballroom project, saying that it needed congressional approval to continue. The Trump administration obviously appealed that and argued against it, saying President Trump has the authority to order this ballroom construction and it's needed due to national security concerns. Here at the White House, you don't have to walk too far to see reminders of this big ballroom construction. There's a temporary order from the Chief Justice, means that work can continue as this case plays out in court.
President Trump posted on social media that he's grateful for the ruling. Wisconsin adding more workers and jobs last month while the state's unemployment rate held steady at 3.3%. That's below the national unemployment rate of 4.1%. According to the Department of Workforce Development, the state added 1,200 new jobs last month. DWD Chief Economist Scott Hodek.
I think it's a little early to call out a divergence. We're still being impacted by the same trends as the nation, and we might be weathering those just a little bit differently.
Hodek says the state's longer-term challenge remains an aging workforce as more baby boomers retire. Wisconsin's a major public art installation unveiled today honors the late city leader, Vel R. Phillips.
I Didn't Do It Alone is a multimedia sculpture modeled after Phillips' desk. Artist Karen Oliver tells WTMJ.
Some people may not know Vel, so I hope for the people who don't know her, this piece and its invitation to physically engage it, it's an embodied experience.
The sculpture is the city's largest public art contribution ever.
I wanted to kind of put forward the idea that she was always about the conversations. It was always about the communication. What does it mean to sit across from someone and engage them? And where can we go from here?
The piece is now on display at the corner of Wisconsin and Vel R. Phillips Avenues. Elizabeth Linton in WTMJ News.
Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 7:02.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-909-9696. 800-909-9696.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner. JamesImaging.com.
A new deck from Outdoor Living Unlimited is built to last. We are Wisconsin's #1 TimberTech deck installation team. For amazing ideas, go to Outdoor Living Unlimited's Instagram page. For a free estimate, go to OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com.
Has your doctor told you it's time to lose weight? Milwaukee Weight Loss helps people lose 20 to 40 pounds naturally in about 60 days without injections or extreme workouts. Get $200 off through August 31st. Schedule your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Results may vary.
Streaming services, retail chains, and tech giants are all adding plus to their names. It's fairly obvious they were inspired by Hasseless mattress. Hasseless showrooms are employee-free, plus unbeatable prices on Tempur-Pedic, plus free next-day delivery, plus 60-month interest-free financing on select Tempur-Pedic with approved credit, plus a $300 MasterCard gift card with your Tempur-Pedic mattress. Maybe we should change our name to Hasseless Plus. Find an employee-free showroom near you at Hasseless.com.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. The Brewers won 2-1 against the Atlanta Braves this evening. Game 2 of the series is set for tomorrow afternoon. And UW women's volleyball is coming up on WTMJ. The Badgers face Kentucky in Milwaukee tonight. Coverage starts at 7:30 p.m. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic, it looks like traffic is still backed up on I-94 east and west over by American Family Field, so keep an eye out on that. Time for WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, storms ending, partly cloudy, a low of 64. Tomorrow, slight chance of pop-up showers, mostly sunny, a high of 78. Sunday, cooler and less humid, a high of 74. Monday, sunny, high of 74. Tuesday, mostly sunny, slight chance of evening rain, a high of 78. And Wednesday, chance of storms again, a high of 81. In Madison, it's 72. In Green Bay, it's 72. And in Milwaukee, 73 degrees. I'm Jen Gregg. Outdoor Living Unlimited WTMJ News Time is 7:06.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee, a deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Happy Friday night. Thanks for hanging out with me. We are together for another half hour before UW-Madison volleyball, one of the first games to air here on WTMJ of the season. And before then, though, Wisconsin weekend events to add to your social calendar and truly creepy clown paintings. Trust me on this. So you'll find out all that before 7:30. But first, last call. Last call. It is the last call to see We the People, Portraits of Veterans in America exhibition at the Groman Museum. That's that museum right there on the campus of Milwaukee School of Engineering's right downtown there. And it is such a unique museum. If you've never been there, it spotlights a very specific kind of art that focuses on people doing work. And last month, I got to talk with the person responsible for bringing the We the People exhibition here and to learn more about this very unique collection of artwork. With me is Marina Bernovich from the Groman Museum, and you are directly responsible for the exhibition that's on display right now.
Yes. I have to give a little plug to it. I think it's a really fantastic show that highlights America at work.
It certainly sounds like it when it's called We the People, and the subject matter of We the People, 50 very large watercolor paintings by an artist named Mary White. And who is in these watercolor paintings?
American veterans. There's 50 portraits. One veteran from each state is represented, creating this beautiful portrait survey of America. And a real snapshot of life, but not photographs. Actual portraits. Yes, yeah. And one thing that I think is so amazing about Mary White's work is that you might think that, 50 portraits is just 50, paintings of people's faces. But no, there's such a variety. There are some very traditional portraits, some that are action shots and very contemporary. There are some that are, have a realism and precision that you would expect to see in a photograph portrait, and then some that are abstracted and very imaginative. It's such a variety, and I think it really reflects the variety within America.
Very interesting observation, and I also think it's interesting, like you said, I guess I would have figured, like head and shoulders of all these different veterans returning to their civilian life, but the fact that Mary White spent such time, 7 years on this project, and with each of these individuals that she created a portrait of, we are all individual. Some people are brighter and loud. Some people are reserved and serious, as far as their aura, what they put out and what those essences are. It wouldn't make sense to have them all be uniform.
Right. Yes. You can really tell that she spent time interviewing these people and getting to know who they are as people, not just workers, not just as veterans.
Since you've actually communicated with Mary White and gotten to know her, do you think that is what she wanted to represent in We the People, the fact that we are all individuals?
I think so. I think, Mary White wants to highlight, working America and how at the end of the day, we might have different jobs, but at the end of the day, we all work and we can connect over that satisfaction of a job well done, whether we're a coal miner or a science teacher.
Is there a portrait that you've gravitated to over the past couple of months?
Oh, I really like them all, but I think, I'm Milwaukee born, so I think I have to say that the Wisconsin portrait, rep my home state, and that is of a ferry boat captain. A man named Michael is the captain of the ferry between mainland Wisconsin and Madeline Island. And that portrait, called Crossing Over, is a very atmospheric portrait of him in his boat captain's uniform with birds flying overhead. It's very dramatic and kind of makes you think of the Great Lakes as the inland seas.
What an interesting observation. And was he also in the Navy?
Actually, no. He was an Army National Guard specialist.
Because I was just like,
Yes.
I wonder if that's, just kind of a ripple effect from that. But that is
every title card we have for the portraits says the name of the portrait, but also the name of the individual and their branch, rank, and years served.
Do you
So
know if
get
he
a
has
little-
seen this portrait?
Yes. Yeah, I believe Mary White said that she, during the grand opening for this series, she did bring all of the vets and their families to see the show, not just their specific portrait, but to see how overwhelming it all is when you bring all 50 portraits together.
Wow, that is great. It is called We the People, and it is portraits of veterans in America after they've returned to civilian life by Mary White. You can see them on display. And thanks again to Marina for sharing all that info. It's very impactful. And there's a book of all of the portraits. It really is an impactful, impressive exhibition. And if you're interested, the Groman Museum is open tomorrow from noon till 6 and then Sunday 1 till 4. That is the last call. Last call to see We the People, Portraits of Veterans in America exhibition. And what are your weekend plans? Maybe you're fitting in a stop by the Groman. Maybe you're doing something else. Well, or maybe you're just like, I haven't made plans, Sandy. I've had a really busy week. No worries. No need to be overwhelmed. I have done the homework for you and can give you some of my picks next on What's on Tap.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting WTMJ.com/contests. That's WTMJ.com/contests.
Step right up and see the magnificent Beck sofa at Penny Mustard.
What's with the circus getup?
Ever seen a clown car?
With clowns that keep climbing out one after another?
Exactly. The Beck sofa is Penny Mustard's clown car.
How so?
The Beck's appears to be a petite, apartment-sized sofa.
Yeah.
But it can hold contortionists, lion tamers, and the ringmaster too.
Step right up and see the Beck sofa, starting at $19.77 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Save now during the Ken Michaels Furniture Labor Day sale.
Hi, I'm Kirsten Hildebrand of Hildebrand Law Firm. Since 2001, we've proudly helped Milwaukee families and business owners protect what matters most. We combine the experience of a larger law firm with the personal attention you deserve. We take the time to listen, explain your options, and create a plan that's right for you. When the stakes are high, you need trusted legal advocates who will stand by your side every step of the way. Protect your family, your legacy, and your peace of mind. Visit hildebrandlawfirm.net to schedule a consultation today.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 25th.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the New York Mets.
Got him swinging. Threw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Tune in August 25th at 6:10 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Keeping you updated on culture and creativity. What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
In the studio with the co-directors of the new documentary simply titled Uke.
It's combining my two great loves of baseball and dreaming of being a baseball player someday and becoming a filmmaker, and somehow the two worlds have collided.
Now that they know what he was going through, it'll just make his fans love him even more.
Weeknights at 6 on WTMJ and the What's on Tap podcast on WTMJ.com. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Your enjoyment is important to me. You enjoy culture and creativity as much as I do, and just getting out and about and enjoying summer, then this is the segment for you. I've done some research. I can make some outdoor suggestions, and I always welcome yours as well. That's Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. 855-616-1620 is how you can text, and it pops up right on the screen here, or get bold and call and talk to me and tell me what you've got going on for your weekend. And another thing you can do on the Talk and Text line is text the word trend, because I do a segment with the morning show on Thursdays called The Weekend Trend, which is a weekend preview. So I put together suggestions. And if you text the word trend to 855-616-1620, what happens is we send you the link right back to your device to that webpage. So you can just scroll and see, oh, hey, I'd like to do that. Oh, that sounds interesting. And speaking of the Siding Unlimited, WTMJ Talk and Text Line, thanks to Judith for texting in. Judith is part of 218 Gallery in the 3rd Ward. And Sunday afternoon, from 2 to 5, John Kruth is performing poetry, jazz, and more. Jasper Cashew on saxophone. And we like this. It is absolutely free and includes light refreshments. So Gallery 218 in the 3rd Ward in the Marshall Building on the 2nd floor. Judith would love to see you, and you'll be surrounded by art and live music. And what else is happening? The Mexican Fiesta is down on the Henry Meyer Festival Park grounds right there on the lakefront. 6 stages of entertainment, including mariachi and traditional dance. And of course, going to be delicious Mexican food there. And also, you've got a Taste of Egypt Festival in Oak Creek, which is free admission, free parking, all those things that help us stretch our entertainment dollar. But they really have some delicious Egyptian food that you can try, and Egyptian coffee and mint tea. And if you're feeling quite exotic, you can take a camel ride there at the Taste of Egypt Fest in Oak Creek. There's also in Lake Geneva. This is a fun annual event. If you love the carnival rides and just that fun community vibe, Venetian Fest is happening in Lake Geneva at 3 different parks, and they've also got performances. Sunday night's the big culmination of Venetian Festival, where the Wonder Lake ski team is going to be on the water, and they've got the lighted boat parade and fireworks over Geneva Lake. And they really do it up. They've got the arts and crafts fair. They even have pig races this year and Touch a Truck. And if you like cornhole or bags, you can get involved in their tournament there. That is in Lake Geneva for the 64th annual Venetian Festival. Getting jazzy, the Fresh Coast Jazz Festival is happening. Spyro Gyra is your headliner tonight, but tomorrow night they have even more jazz at the Pabst Theater, including Jonathan Butler, who is a South African singer and guitarist who we don't often get to see here. Also, Markeel Jordan, saxophonist and vocalist, and keyboard and vocalist Jared Lawson, who is a very successful contemporary jazz musician. So the Fresh Coast Jazz Festival, making it snazzy and soulful around here. And a la carte at the zoo, 40th anniversary of this entertainment and, of course, nibbling event around the zoo grounds, and always a lot of fun. What else can you do? What else do you want to do? Oh, it's not over yet. We've got Alpine Valley. They are cranking it up. Tonight is the Outlaw Music Festival, and tomorrow, Tim McGraw, the Pawn Shop Guitar Tour. I'm going to tell you, the last time I saw Tim McGraw, it was Harley Davidson's 100th anniversary celebration. And I remember how many people were singing along with every single song he had. That was a little while ago, so I assume he has some more songs. But if you're into Tim McGraw, that is tomorrow night at Alpine Valley Music Theater, of course, in East Troy. And remember what's happening right now till 11 o'clock, a very unique first-time art event called Afterlight, a night of creativity in motion up and down Milwaukee's Riverwalk, starting on the north side from Wisconsin Avenue. You can stroll all the way down to Erie Street in the 3rd Ward, and you can even see supposedly a neon pirate ship docked near the Milwaukee Public Market with puppets, shadow puppets projected onto the sails, and a lot of other unexpected, interesting art from film projections and live music and dancers and even musicians and storytellers. I thought it said magicians for a second, but storytellers. So have some fun along the lakefront there. The Riverwalk. That's the whole point, getting you on the Riverwalk. Menominee Falls, their Festival of the Arts is tomorrow, a big old art party in downtown Menominee Falls. They've got over 100 different artisans and makers, and they've got plein air painting, which you may have seen at Wisconsin State Fair, where people paint outside. They just pop up their easel, and you can watch them in real time. There's chalk art. There's also a sculpture painting competition, and the Murals and Mixers Trolley Tour, which I find entertaining. And sports fans, especially college level, Jeep AVCA First Serve is happening all weekend at Fiserv Forum. And Wisconsin playing volleyball against number 3 Kentucky. You will hear that in just about 10 minutes right here. And then Wisconsin will play again tomorrow afternoon against Louisville. And if you're into beer, the Beer Barons Tour is happening at Forest Home Cemetery tomorrow from 10 to 11:30. I have taken that tour. It is fun to walk around and see these headstones and just how impressive these people who really were the foundation for Milwaukee, how they lived and how they want to be remembered. And National Dog Day is the 26th of August, but a couple days early on Sunday, you can celebrate National Dog Day at Great Lakes Distillery. Absolutely free. There will be dog-themed cocktails and the outdoor patio bar and live music from Hey Tiger, which I wish they'd found a more dog-named band, but hey, I'm not going to knock that. And also Pup Cups benefiting Winston's Wishes. So many things to do in our city. I'm glad we are here. And if you've got any suggestions, 855-616-1620 is that Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. And if you want links to those events, if you text the word TREND to 855-616-1620, we'll send you that link. And next, creepy clown paintings, the ultimate creepy clown paintings. Next on What's on Tap.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Every child in foster care deserves someone who believes in them. That's why La Causa is looking for more foster parents.
They never really checked on me, and that's why I appreciate La Causa tremendously, because they were the ones that showed me we care. I met my La Causa team, all brilliant people, and people that wanted to see me succeed.
That kind of care can change a life. Learn how you can become a foster parent with La Causa at lacausa.org.
Unlock big savings now at Menards. Add style and security to your home with high-quality Schlage door locks. Whether you're looking for a traditional interior passage lock or a Wi-Fi compatible electronic entry lock, Menards has you covered with more than 200 options of Schlage door locks in stock. Save big in our huge in-stock selection of Schlage door locks. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the most wonderful time of year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, and more at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
Take your family to the amazing Mineshaft restaurant in Hartford for the all-you-can-eat Wednesday and Friday haddock fish fry for $8.99. Wow. You'll pay twice that elsewhere. Desserts or buy one, get one free. Google The Mineshaft. Call and reserve your table, The Mineshaft.
Abby Windows.
Have you been thinking about new windows? If you're having a hard time operating them, feeling air coming through, or feel your energy bills are too high, now is the time to call Abby Home. We're celebrating 16 years in business, so we're having our anniversary sale. Right now, get a free triple pane upgrade on all windows. A free triple pane upgrade on all windows. And if somebody asks you if you know a guy in the business, you can say no, but I know a girl. Go to abbyhome.com today or give us a call, 414-436-ABBY, 414-436-2229.
Get started with your no-hassle refi checkup by clicking on the blue button at Accunet.com.
Get the help you need Saturday morning with How To Radio. At 7, it's the WTMJ Fix-It Show with David Nason, featuring this week's guest, J.D. Griffith's Garage Door. At 9, plan your dream vacation with the Fox World Travel Show. And at 10, get financial guidance during Money Talk. Contact Annex Wealth Management for an unbiased review of your investments at annexwealth.com. How To Radio, Saturday mornings on WTMJ. Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
I'm Sandy Maxx. Thanks for hanging out with me on What's on Tap. In about 5 minutes, University of Wisconsin volleyball. Live from Fiserv Forum as part of the AVCA competition, and excited to bring you Badger Sports here on WTMJ. But before we get to that, I just want to share with you a really interesting episode of WTMJ Conversations that is coming up Sunday morning at 11 with WTMJ's Libby Collins. And, you know, true crime and serial killers, they fascinate people. Think of all the podcasts. Think of there are crime networks on cable. There are so many different series and docuseries, and now the Ryan Murphy series about Ed Gein and John Wayne Gacy. And that is a name, I will tell you, that just still sends chills through me decades later. He murdered 33 young men and boys, burying them in the crawl space under his suburban Chicago home in the 70s. And on Sunday's episode of WTMJ's Conversations, you will hear Libby Collins talking with one of John Wayne Gacy's attorneys, Karen Conti. And Karen Conti was a young attorney. She was in her 20s when she was the only woman representing John Wayne Gacy during his death penalty appeal. And you'll hear about a variety of aspects of Conti's experience, including evidence that she discovered while working on his death penalty appeals. Now, one of the creepy, compelling, and very memorable aspects of John Wayne Gacy's life is that before his arrest, he was known for entertaining children dressed as a clown. And then in prison, John Wayne Gacy spent hours painting self-portraits in that clown costume. WTMJ's Libby Collins talked with attorney Karen Conti about what happened to some of those paintings.
You mentioned Gacy's paintings, the clown paintings, the evil clown. Did you ever see any of those up close?
I have 3 of them.
Wait a minute.
He gifted 3 of them to me. And I say gifted, I'm putting that in big air quotes because what do you do with these things? They literally sat in a closet face down for many years. I'm not going to sell them, of course. I don't want to give them away. I don't know what I'm going to ever do with them.
Do you feel they're possessed in any way?
I don't, but I have had some very odd things happen with those paintings. There was a point in time where I owned a house and I put them in the basement and there was a flood down there. And when I pulled everything out, everything was wet except where the paintings were. There was no reason for that area to have been spared the water because it was down toward where the water should have been running. I also had these paintings in a standing wardrobe and I always had trouble getting that lock open. And I actually sold it to an antique dealer who had serious, weird noises coming out of that area. And that lock, he had to get a locksmith in there 3 times to change it because it would lock for no reason. Even if he didn't close the door, he would find it closed and locked. When he circled back with me, he was just telling me what a strange thing. And I told him about the Gacy paintings. He was freaked out because he didn't know that they had been in there.
And you still keep them?
Yes, I do.
I told you my scalp is tingling right now. That is Karen Conti with wild stories from her experience as a young attorney and the only woman representing John Wayne Gacy during his death penalty appeal. And she shares many surprising details about what we'll call the killer clown, including a possible connection to a Wisconsin missing teen. It's all with Libby Collins Sunday morning at 11 on WTMJ Conversations. And Libby is just a great conversationalist and a real journalist at heart. It is fun. It was great to watch her navigate all around the Republican National Convention. I got a real level of respect for her watching her work there. But man, when you go back and listen to different episodes of WTMJ's Conversations, whether they're very serious and intriguing like this conversation with Karen Conti or more lighthearted with entertainers, she just really knows how to get great conversations and get great stories. So WTMJ's Conversations Sunday mornings at 11, and this should be a particularly compelling episode. I am Sandy Maxx. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And if you've missed any part of WTMJ's What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, you know you can find the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, or when you go to WTMJ.com, we have a whole show page section there, and you can catch up on conversations that we've had with Gary Sinise, who will be in town next weekend with his world premiere of a concert called Graceful Warrior. You can catch up on other conversations with local artists here. I love bringing you these unique stories. So catch up anytime on the WTMJ podcast at WTMJ.com and wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Stay tuned for University of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball starting in minutes.
refreshments before the match begins, but there is a ton of red, both outside when I first walked in earlier this afternoon, and then inside. That's the main color here tonight.
Pep rally going on outside, and the Deer District, and they got about 25 minutes to get to their seats to enjoy a great match tonight. The second of two in the AVCA First Serve at Fiserv Forum tonight. Guys, have a great call. Looking forward to hearing you all season long, including the opener tonight.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks, Jess.
John Audius and Hall of Famer Pete Waite standing by at Fiserv Forum, set to bring it to you tonight. 6th-ranked Wisconsin and 3rd-ranked Kentucky to open up the 2026 college volleyball season at Fiserv Forum at the Jeep AVCA First Serve at Fiserv Forum in downtown Milwaukee. Lots to be excited about for the Wisconsin volleyball season. One of the returning superstars from last year was Grace Egan. She transferred in from Ohio State last season, was fantastic for the Badgers in 2025. One of the exemplary leaders, along with Charlie Furbringer, as head coach Kelly Sheffield described them here heading into the 2026 season. We'll hear a little bit about what Grace had to say earlier this week at the AVCA First Serve Media Press Conference, and we'll do that coming up next on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
When Wisconsin families think home, they think Steinhoffels. Since 1934, Steinhoffels has helped generations create spaces where life happens.
When you're getting married, the rings matter. There's something you wear for a lifetime. That's why my fiance and I went to Paul's Jewelers. Paul's Jewelers specializes in custom jewelry for life's biggest moments. Lab-grown or natural diamonds, great pricing, and a lifetime warranty, so your jewelry can be refurbished, repaired, or refitted anytime down the road. Their team made the entire process easy and stress-free. I can't wait to show off my wedding band after our big day. Create your masterpiece today by visiting Paul's Jewelers in West Allis.
Hey, better, swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's a great day for Brewers baseball, and with Brewers checking from Associated Bank, you get a powerful lineup of perks all season. Leading off is express entry with incredible speed. Next up, 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. Sporty stuff. And third, up to 50% off home game tickets. But if you can believe it, there's even more you can score. Because with Brewers checking, you get the strongest lineup in baseball. Only from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Some companies build projects. At Professional Construction, Inc., we build relationships.
ESPN Madison and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers.
Wisconsin, third-ranked Kentucky coming up about 20 minutes from right now at Fiserv Forum. The Jeep AVCA First Serve going on in Milwaukee both tonight and tomorrow and through the entirety of the weekend. Matches on Sunday and Monday, too. Monday, Marquette will be in action at Fiserv Forum. Wisconsin in action again tomorrow against 7th-ranked Louisville. 3 o'clock first serve. We're on the air at 2:30 with pregame coverage here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Fans, a reminder, all season long, we'll be watching the Steinhafels Ace Tracker on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. The Steinhafels Ace Tracker, relax. It's Steinhafels 14 aces for Wisconsin in the exhibition match last Friday against the Butler Bulldogs at the UW Fieldhouse. We'll see if the serving is on a similar level of display tonight against some stiffer competition. The third-ranked and defending national runner-up, Kentucky Wildcats. One of the players that helped lead the team in aces a season ago was Grace Egan, and she caught up with members of the media a little bit earlier this week ahead of the AVCA First Serve.
For Grace, kind of take me back to last year. How much does that Final Four match come back to you? And for Molly, kind of what do you remember most from that kind of thriller of a win for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard loss. We worked so hard during the season, and just ending that way is kind of a big hit. But this year, it just fueled our fire, so I feel like we're ready for this game. But, I mean, just coming in the whole season, just the spring season, just like working on things we needed to work on. We have a new roster, so just like kind of teaching them the ways through that and telling them basically how exciting this game is going to be.
For Grace, your top spin serve seemed to be really going in the exhibition there. What's been the process of kind of bringing that back as you've been getting back healthy, and what do you think that adds to your game?
Like a competition in our gym, me and Grace Lopez, who can hit it harder. But, I mean, it's like such an amazing serve. I got to pick Temmie's brain during our alumni match, and just like talking through the top spin and just teaching it through college, and it's coming along, yeah.
All of the new faces in your gym, who's someone that's like really impressed you so far through preseason?
I would say Jayla Gus. She comes in with a lot of fire, and she's an impact player. She's had a lot of experience, so bringing that into our gym is pretty cool.
What does it do kind of preseason-wise when you have, such high-profile matches kind of right off the bat to be able to start the season?
It helps us in the end. I feel like all the newcomers came into our program and were like, what did you get us into? But I think it's really good just to get that experience and come out really strong.
3 of the 4 you obviously played in the NCAA semifinals, championship last year. What is an environment like this, a first serve that's very similar to that? You end the season that way and then you start it this way, with great competition, great opponents, all kinds of just phenomenal players on the court. What does that mean to start a season like that? Looking ahead to how that prepares you and just other things for the new season.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a rerun for the Final Four last year, and it's so early. I mean, but it's good. It's experience for women's sports too. Just like getting that experience, getting all the audience, being able to watch in a different zone where everyone gets to come. Wisconsin fans get to come closer, so I think it's really cool.
Grace Egan a little bit earlier this week with members of the media getting set for the AVCA First Serve at Fiserv Forum. My name is Jesse Nelson in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. This is the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. We're counting down to First Serve between 6th-ranked Wisconsin and 3rd-ranked Kentucky in the second of the 2 matches at Fiserv Forum today. The AVCA First Serve in the first match in 4 sets. 7th-ranked Louisville defeating 8th-ranked Texas A&M. A&M, the reigning national champions, start the season 0-1 in 2026, falling to Louisville. Our pre-match trivia question, which we do before each and every match all season long. 19 of Wisconsin's 27 regular season matches this year are scheduled to air on national TV. What are the 5 national TV networks that will feature Wisconsin Badgers volleyball this season? Looking for the 5 TV networks where Wisconsin Badgers volleyball can be seen this year on national television. We'll give you the answer in 2 minutes on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
We won't tell you every season is perfect. If you like baseball, you know better. At Starion Bank, we know things don't always go as planned. That's why our decisions are made locally. Because business isn't just about the big moments. It's about showing up every day. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Built for Milwaukee baseball fans. Visit StarionBank.com to get started.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
You're listening to Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball, presented by Steinhoffels, across ESPN Madison and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Love Madison.
All-time meeting tonight between third-ranked Kentucky and sixth-ranked Wisconsin to start the college volleyball season. Kentucky leads the all-time series 5-4. They gained that advantage after defeating Wisconsin in a 5-set thriller in the Final Four in Kansas City in the NCAA Tournament National Semifinal a season ago. Wisconsin seeking some revenge tonight to open up the 2026 campaign here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. I'm Jesse Nelson, counting you down to first serve just after 8 o'clock here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. Our pre-match trivia question: 19 of Wisconsin's 27 regular season matches this year are scheduled to air on national television. What are the 5 national TV networks that will feature Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball this season? This is good for you fans to know if you want to watch along and then listen to us as a simulcast as you're watching from home on these networks. The Big Ten Network will, of course, carry the most Wisconsin volleyball matches, 8 this year. 4 of them on FS1, 4 of them on ESPN, 2 are on Fox over-the-air television, and 1 on the SEC Network. Wisconsin and Texas A&M, the reigning national champions, on Friday night, September 11th, airing on the SEC Network. Those your 5 networks where you can watch the Wisconsin Badgers on national TV this year. And again, we recommend doing this as you experience the games all season long, because John and Pete, John and Jess, when it's a road match, they're fantastic to listen to. So if you don't want the announcers from out of town calling the match, you want these guys, but you want to be able to see it with your own eyes, here's what you do. Announcer Cam on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. You can stream every game with John and Pete, John and Jess, with their live reactions. You're looking at me right now if you're joining us on the YouTube channel. So pull us up as a second screen experience, put the volume up, sync it up with your television wherever you may be watching at home, and then you can listen to the broadcast of John and Pete while you're watching the game on TV. It's the best of both worlds. You get the best broadcast. You get to watch it with your own eyes. That's the way to do it all season long here on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network. A little reminder of what's coming up here for Wisconsin. Not only tonight, a massive matchup with third-ranked Kentucky, the reigning national runners-up from a season ago who defeated Wisconsin in the Final Four. Tomorrow afternoon, 7th-ranked Louisville, 3 o'clock first serve. That's the first of the 2 games tomorrow in the Jeep AVCA First Serve at Fiserv Forum. And then next week, the opening Spike Classic in Pittsburgh. It doesn't get any easier for Wisconsin next week. 5th-ranked Stanford on Friday, and 4th-ranked Pittsburgh. It'll be a de facto home game for the Panthers, who are a perennial contender in the college volleyball landscape, in Pittsburgh. That's on Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Central Time, first serve next Sunday. So if you're keeping track at home, that's 3rd-ranked Kentucky, 7th-ranked Louisville, 5th-ranked Stanford, and 4th-ranked Pittsburgh, 4 top 10 opponents before the end of August. That is a wild start to the season for the Wisconsin Badgers volleyball team. And kudos to head coach Kelly Sheffield for not backing down or backing away from the challenge. A lot of newcomers, 11 new players, 9 of which are freshmen on the Wisconsin team this year. And he said, we got to get everybody acclimated, ready to go to contend for a national championship. The way you do that is you play the best competition. Kentucky, Louisville, Stanford, and Pittsburgh right out of the gates. 4 top 10 opponents before the end of August. Crazy start to the season for the Wisconsin Badgers volleyball team. Wisconsin volleyball fans, you can hear the insights from head coach Kelly Sheffield every week during the season. Don't miss the Kelly Sheffield Show, hosted by John Audius and the all-time winningest coach in Wisconsin volleyball history, Kelly Sheffield. New episodes premiere each week on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And we'll hear from head coach Kelly Sheffield coming up next as we count down to First Serve at the AVCA First Serve. 6th-ranked Wisconsin and number 3 Kentucky on the Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball Radio Network.
We know the sound of a packed house. It's Mimi Collier, former Wisconsin Badger and newest addition to Love Madison, Wisconsin's professional volleyball team. Now is your chance to guarantee the best seats for every home game. Place a single $100 deposit to secure your 2027 membership and never miss a moment. Come be a part of Love Madison this season. Check out lovbmad.com to learn more.
Hey Madison IKEA fans, great news! IKEA is closer than ever now with 2 Madison pickup points at the University Bookstore on State Street and the Beltline. Order your favorite IKEA products online and pick them up as soon as the next day absolutely free for IKEA family members. That's right, no shipping fees or waiting for deliveries, just the IKEA style you love, ready when you are. Start shopping smarter today at IKEA.us or on the IKEA app and choose the University Bookstore, State Street, or Beltline pickup points. Don't forget to sign up for IKEA Family. It's free to join and gives you access to great deals, rewards, and free Madison pickup.
Remember when your favorite Pizza Hut classics came with prices like these? Good news, they're back. Introducing the Throwback Value Menu, featuring the new medium one-topping stuffed crust pizza for just $10. And other
Save at Anton Salon and Medical Spa in Delafield. Buy one medical-grade skincare or professional hair care product and get the second 50% off. Choose from trusted brands like Skin Better Science, Moroccan Oil, Aveda, and more. This special ends August 31st, so don't wait. Not sure what's right for your skin or hair? Anton's experienced team offers complimentary consultations to help you find the perfect products. Visit Anton Salon and Medical Spa in Delafield today and discover your best look yet.
Have you ever looked in the mirror and just didn't feel like yourself anymore? Maybe your clothes don't fit the way they used to, or you don't like how you look in them. It's more than that. It's how you feel walking into a room, avoiding photos, or not feeling as confident as you used to be. Over time, that can wear on you. But here's the truth. Losing weight is one thing. Feeling confident again and keeping the weight off, that's what really matters. At Milwaukee Weight Loss, they help people lose 20 to 40 pounds naturally in about 60 days without injections, crazy workouts, or prepackaged meals. More importantly, they show you how to keep the weight off so you can feel comfortable in your clothes, confident going out, and actually like what you see in the mirror again. Hey, this is WTMJ Steve Scavidi, and I started Milwaukee Weight Loss last year. I don't just feel lighter, I feel more confident. I've dropped a couple waist sizes, actually 4 inches. I've got more energy, and I just feel better about myself. It's time, right now. $200 off now through August 31st. Do not wait. Schedule your free consultation now at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. Never a better time to feel better about what you look like and how you feel. Results may vary.
Step right up and see the magnificent Beck's sofa at Penny Mustard.
What's with the circus getup?
Ever seen a clown car?
With clowns that keep climbing out one after another?
Exactly. The Beck's sofa is Penny Mustard's clown car.
How so?
The Beck's appears to be a petite, apartment-sized sofa.
Yeah.
But it can hold contortionists, lion tamers, and the ringmaster too.
Step right up and see the Beck's sofa, starting at $19.77 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Here in Milwaukee, what could that potentially do for a team as the season goes on?
Well, when you're scheduled like this, it can go a lot of different ways. You can get a lot of confidence from the, beating teams or how you're playing, how you're rising up. You could lose confidence if you keep taking on the chin and just aren't able to rise up, or you can, it can make you more resilient